Wait, you think the original Avengers were just a bunch of actors in cool suits? What if I told you one of them was literally hired straight out of jail? Yeah, things were way crazier than you think. Man, you won't believe how insane the original Avengers actors' journeys to Marvel were. Some of them literally came straight out of jail. Let's start with the guy who made Marvel what it is today, Robert Downey Jr., aka Iron Man. When Marvel first started casting, they told the director straight up, no matter what, no matter the price, even for free, we are not hiring Downey. Why? Because back then, his reputation was in the gutter. Court cases, scandals, in and out of jail. It was chaos. Sure, he'd proven his acting chops in Chaplin where he blew everyone away, but the stuff he did after that, completely wild. Still, the director pushed and begged until Marvel finally said, all right, one audition, just 1 hour, that's it. And Downey, he didn't waste a second. He prepared for 3 weeks straight, no sleep, memorizing every line, building the character. He even wore platform shoes just to match Tony Stark's height. And guess what? He absolutely crushed it. Marvel's top execs were blown away. He locked in the role of Iron Man, even though his paycheck was just $500,000. But that was still more than his old gig, working in a California prison kitchen for 8 cents an hour. Maybe that tough life helped him realize how rare second chances are. Now compare that with Chris Evans, aka Captain America. Totally different story. When Marvel first offered him the role, he said, no thanks. He thought signing on for a multi-movie contract would kill his career. Marvel came back again. Higher pay, looser terms, still a no. Then a third time. This time, the Marvel president and the director went to visit him personally. They hyped up the script like crazy, and he still turned them down. He said he didn't want to be trapped by the character. After getting rejected 3 times, even Marvel started getting annoyed. Chris's agent was freaking out. Are you seriously passing up the role of a lifetime? In the end, it was Robert Downey Jr. himself who convinced him, and the rest is history. As for Hawkeye's actor, Jeremy Renner, he had never even read a superhero comic before landing the role. Turns out, that actually helped. He had 0 expectations and no fan baggage, but it also caused some confusion. After reading the Avengers 1 script, he thought he was just the villain's mind-controlled henchman. He straight up told the producers, if you want to kill me off, I'm cool with that. He didn't realize Hawkeye would become a major character later. He missed the 3rd movie entirely, but came back in the 4th to help save the universe. Then there's Chris Hemsworth, Thor. The dude used to work construction back home, so when the director saw how naturally he handled a hammer, he was sold. Black Widow? Scarlett Johansson herself pitched the idea of turning the character into a movie star. Before Marvel had even finalized her role, she was already discussing female heroes with the director. And once things moved forward, she dyed her hair red to match the comic look. But her tight suit? That was brutal. Doing action scenes in it felt like being stuck in a sauna. Then we have Hulk's actor, Mark Ruffalo. He wasn't even Marvel's first pick. Edward Norton played Hulk before, but it didn't work out. So when Downey introduced Ruffalo at a press event, the fans were like, him? Seriously? Online hate flooded in, but Ruffalo pushed through the noise and ended up creating a more relatable, emotional version of the Hulk. Then came the villains and wildcards. Loki, Tom Hiddleston, actually auditioned for Thor first, swung a fake hammer around in his audition like a theater kid at Comic-Con. Marvel passed, but offered him Loki instead. He crushed it. Today, he's got more screen time than some actual Avengers. His show broke Disney Plus viewership records, all from a guy who wasn't even the first pick. Wanda Maximoff, Elizabeth Olsen, came in as a side character with a weird accent. Today, she's one of the most powerful beings in the entire MCU. She literally ripped the multiverse open with grief and rage. Started as an extra, ended as a cosmic-level threat. Oh, and her Disney Plus show outrated The Mandalorian at one point. Vision, Paul Bettany, was almost kicked out of Hollywood. Before getting the role, a director told him, you'll never work in this town again. He was ready to quit acting until he got a call from Marvel. Suddenly, he's reading poetry and firing mind beams as one of the most beloved AI characters in superhero history. Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson. They didn't just cast him, they modeled the comic book version after him. No, really. Marvel literally redesigned Nick Fury to look like Samuel L. Jackson before they even hired him. And when Sam found out, he said, if y'all don't cast me when this gets made, we're gonna have a problem. Safe to say, they cast him, and he's been pulling strings in the MCU for over a decade. Thanos, Josh Brolin, acted half his scenes in a purple spandex suit with a tennis ball for a head reference. Still became one of the greatest villains in cinema. All he needed were 6 stones, a couple finger snaps, and one iconic line.
I am inevitable.
But wait, Spider-Man. Tom Holland straight up lied in his audition. They asked, "Can you do flips?" He said, "Absolutely." He couldn't. Ran home, trained like crazy, filmed some wild videos, and landed the role. Now he's the youngest Avenger and easily the most relatable hero of the bunch. So yeah, these weren't just actors in costumes. They were underdogs who became legends. This is the real Avengers origin story. No CGI, just grit.